In my restless dreams, I see that game. Silent Hill 2. I I've had to go through a lot to get this game in a reasonable amount of time. Migs, that's good, man. I am doing both of these things. Okay. Eventually, I won't have to do this, but for the first run, we're gonna run quality. Sure. Oh wow, look at all. Yeah, I'm just gonna do button icons for everything. This is cool. Sorry, I'm gonna dick around with stuff for a second. Oh, that's for people who get like motion sickness. Yeah. Well, that's cool. For anybody who needs it. No. Oh, you can just straight up turn off those. Alright. Wait, I forgot. There's one setting I need to look at. Controls. Duh. Alright. So let's talk about. Oh, look at that. You can absolutely update the like saturation of color to be more like kind of washed out one. Not really black and white, but a little bit more subdued, right? Cool. Before I get into it, I'm sorry if you're coming here, you're just like, would you just fucking start the game already? Um, I just want to say I've been really looking forward to this, and I am absolutely 100% on board with going into this with a very open mind. I've been looking forward to it. I think it's looked fantastic. The one other Bloober game I played, which was the Medium, I enjoyed it pretty well. It wasn't an like amazing game necessarily, but also wasn't nearly as bad as people made it out to be. But I do want to express my disappointment in a thing really quick, and that is partially with Konami, but also partially with folks who pre-ordered the game digitally. Mainly Konami though, because like, eh, people are gonna do what people are gonna do. But the fact that only digital got any sort of pre-orders, including playing the game a couple days early, and then people playing that game early and posting the fuck about it online, like, come on, man. Fuck. Give the physical folks a chance to at least check out the game. But also, fuck Amazon because they were going to hold on to this for almost a whole week. No, Walmart for the win. I had to wait one day after release. So that's my rant. We're just gonna move from there. I like that there's still that ambiguous direction of his eyes. I don't know why that's just installing. It had all day. I remember that fake thing that was going around where it's like James is actually looking at the player during, and then it was confirmed. No, no, that's not the thing.
Really be in this town.
Another thing, I'm not going to talk about future events of the game, even though I'm aware of Silent Hill 2. I've played the original multiple times. I'm not going to talk about future events until they occur in the remake. That way, anyone who's watching this who's never watched the original, maybe they're just checking this out. That way I'm not spoiling things for you.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did. Well, I'm alone there now. In our special place. Waiting for you.
The voice actress for Mary
I got a letter.
has been phenomenal so far.
The name on the envelope said Mary. My wife's name.
James is pretty good too.
It's ridiculous. Couldn't possibly be true. That's what I keep telling myself. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. So then why am I looking for her? Our special place. What could she mean? This whole town was our special place. Could Mary really be here? Is she really alive? Waiting for me?
So the James voice is a bit huskier. I think it sounds really good. It is different. Hold on. Hold on. It's an interesting reflection, isn't it? Just... yeah, so far they've... Alright, we have a hotkey. Cool. And no, we still can't open the trunk. It's probably for the best. Hold on. It is not inverted. Oh, I only did aim invert. I didn't do look invert. That's why. Oh, much better. So there is a dedicated look behind you button, and then L1 is our sprint. You can see there's a sign for Brahms. That's from Silent Hill 1. Like, I'm not going to rush through this game. I want to really, like, kind of soak it in. Besides, my network is not playing nice with me for this stream anyways. I've dropped almost 6,000 frames on Twitch. it would pick tonight to be like, you know what? Oh, it looks so good. And you're kind of meant to just run through this part quickly. And like, listen to all the sounds. Not just the running, but like the ambient sounds. Like, that was probably a rock falling, but there's just enough room for doubt. And what was that squish? It's very similar to the original experience of running down there, as you'll hear all sorts of sounds and stuff that just make you feel uneasy as you walk down. And I'm glad to see they replicated that. We will be saving pretty often. There is... Well, no, that's a manual save.
It's like someone's groping around my skull.
Okay. That's par for the course. Absolutely. The first time you save, that's pretty much exactly what James says. Now let's see what they did to poor Angela. Because she got dunked on. Okay, they've done nothing. I thought it was excessive, like incredibly excessive. But let's let the scene speak for itself.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
Hey, it's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah, I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But... I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. And it's not just the fog, either.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to explain, but
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just... I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not. I'm going either way.
But why?
I'm looking for... someone. Someone very important to me.
Me too. I'm looking for my mama. I mean, my mother. It's been so long since I've seen her. I thought my father and brother were here, but I can't find them either. I'm sorry, it's not your problem.
No, I hope you find them.
Yeah, you too.
That was pretty good. The only thing, and this is like personal preference entirely, because it was good, was I kind of wish when he said the line, I guess I don't care if it's dangerous, I'm paraphrasing it a little bit, I kind of wish he would have like kind of stalled to like make sure this is what he wanted to say and be like, I guess I I don't really care if it's dangerous. It sounded a little prepared, but like, y'all, that is entirely personal preference. I'm not sitting there saying, oh, they fucked it up, they ruined the remake already. No. Oh, here I was expecting to like have to open it and like go through a loading screen, and I just don't think that's gonna be a thing. That's gonna be weird, but like in a good way weird. We're coming up on, if you played the HD collection, this part's pretty famous. Does that lead out to like a lake? Oh, yeah, sure does. It's Toluca Lake. Yep. So it makes sense. There's a little pier right there, but this sign, which they got the sign right. A fun fact about this remake, this is one of the things that was spoiled for me, but to be fair, a normal player would never find it. But people have broken out of the game boundaries. Shout out, she says, even though I don't know if he's like done it yet. But to give a bit of story, and if you like are a big Silent Hill fan, or even just like a modest one, you probably already know it. But in case you don't, they put out an HD collection on PS3, 360. It's generally not well received by a lot of the Silent Hill community. Well, a very vocal part of the Silent Hill community. I wouldn't say it's a lot, but there's a very vocal part of the community that's like, fuck the HD collection. And one of the things that they'll point at, and it does look kind of silly, is the fact that that sign in the HD collection, because they didn't have the original asset when they were putting together the HD collection, they redid the sign, but instead of finding a font that looked like even remotely close to that sign, they picked one in Comic Sans. But anyways, the thing that's interesting about this game, and I have no way to show it to you, so this is one of those like, just trust me bro type stories, but like, the Comic Sans sign is in this game, but it's out of bounds. You have to like somehow get out of bounds. I don't even know exactly where it's at. Oh, wait, that's a place that we can go into? So it's not just going, oh, I bet you this is locked, isn't it? Yep. Interesting. Our first little deviation. There's going to be some deviations. I'm here for it. But yeah, the Comic Sans sign is in this game. Went to town to get the window fixed. Spare keys in the drawer, which I can pull it up like that. Spare keys in the drawer. All right. That music. It's not like,
Hello?
pretty. It's
Anyone in here?
it's unsettling. I'm super here for it. No shit, I thought there was a person there. So I wonder if from a design standpoint, if they looked at this and was like, okay, we're going to put in a little change here at the beginning, so that way people who are playing this or are familiar with the original game are made aware, like, hey, this is a new experience. There will be deviations. Oh, so I can just pull it out and investigate whenever. Alright. Cool. Ooh, that fog when you walk in. That was nice. Like, it does kind of clear up after a second, but you can feel the squish as you're walking around. One of the things that this is getting a lot of praise for, and honestly rightfully so, is the sound design. It does the squish so well. So is this where this tunnel's usually at? Because this looks like the tunnel where you would normally get the radio and your first weapon. And they even let you come up here and inspect it. Probably just for people who are used to that. But it's not quite in the right place. I like the subtle guidance there with the Silent Hill sign. Kind of looked like James's car, but then again, I don't have a discerning eye for cars. So it could be a totally different model and just a similar color for all I know. Just taking in the view while we're running. So we have a branching path here. I think this part isn't going to be much, given that they have all the signage there. I wonder if anyone's going to complain, like, oh, they are signposting too much, which is where they will put like yellow paint. Like the Resident Evil 4 yellow paint, for example. People got really upset about that. Not realizing that, you know, they do a decent amount of playtesting to see how people get through these games. And they wouldn't put the signposting there if people weren't struggling to figure this stuff out. Or, you know, I think they do realize that they just don't care. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I think there is an autosave. So we walked up to this sign, and now we have oh, there's so much more detail. There should be some items along this. I remember there being like a first aid kit and stuff. But we're really gonna have to look for it. They don't stand out quite like they used to, you know? They even took the time to like really dirty the place up. Can we go in? Bro, what?
What is this?
Not only can we go in, but I think this is where we needed to go. Okay. So again, more deviations. Miss Cassandra, a customer came in today, ordered a mixed bouquet, red and white. I tried to explain his bad luck, but he couldn't decide on just one. He seemed a bit off, looked at me like I wasn't even there. Then he just left, said he'd be back to pick him up later. I just wanted you to know, since I might be gone by then. Oh, we could flip it. Alright, so that is an element. Flipping documents. I feel like I'm playing the Dark Pictures stuff again. Which I'm working on the Devil in Me right now. Trophy hunting that. Did I really just come in for a memo? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love that there's another place I can walk into. I wish my stream wasn't performing so poorly. Like in terms of the networking. So I wonder if I went, excuse me, the reverse way. Because generally how you get through this part is you'll eventually find, well, I won't spoil it, but there's a very obvious navigational clue to kind of like get you started. Yeah, here it is.
More of that stuff.
And you kind of just follow it to whatever the natural conclusion is, right? So it turned this way, so we're gonna go down the street. We can see we're still following it. I keep thinking I see items, but it's just a reflection of the water. Oops. Oh, this is Cafe Texan. Okay. And then the scaffolding and stuff. Oh. I wasn't expecting a cutscene just yet.
Hey, wait.
Well, alright, let's just follow it. It's like guiding me towards this alley. Yeah, this is definitely a different path. Like you can hear it. It's always just ahead of me. It sounds like it's just right over that fence. Okay, now they have it boxed up. To be honest, yeah. I'd have that entrance blocked off.
Hello?
It was just over that fence. Man, let's grab a brick. Okay, this was in the 12-minute demo, so I kind of know what we have coming up. I did go on a media blackout. After they put out the first kind of extended gameplay demo. I did go on media blackout for the game, so there are things that have been in promotional material that I can't see yet. He has such an interesting reflection, doesn't he? Like, I can't tell if his head's just warping or if that's like an intentional design choice. I don't know. Oh, that was... Well, we're locked in here now. They even give you the opportunity to save. We're gonna take it just in case we bungle this combat. And again, to stress, I am taking my time. I don't feel like I'm rushing too bad. I would have liked to have looked at the street a little bit more, but we'll have other opportunities for that. Okay. I wish they would have made the tutorial messages a little bit smaller. That's just a personal preference. It's not... It's like, oh man, they fucked up the game. It's a whole ass apartment building, I think. Yeah, they're kind of naturally guiding you to that room with sound. That's really smart. It's simple, but like, we don't need convoluted navigational guides.
Stay back.
I would have liked that prompt before it ran at me.
Is this what I saw in the fog? Whatever it is, it's not human.
Yeah, they should have froze the game for a couple seconds to let me see those controls before that thing was chewing my face off. I would like for the weapon to persist as you're running around. I think that would look neater. Okay. I mean, healing controls don't need to be complicated. You press it for a drink, you hold it for a syringe, which I assume the syringe is gonna be a lot more like ampules and first aid kits and stuff. So in the original game, you do hear a radio message like that. And I wonder if they were to get a hold of the audio file, if it would be completely undistorted, because that's actually how it is in the original game. You can hear, if you get into the game's files, you can hear the whole thing that was said on the radio without any sort of distortion. Look, this man don't know how to open a trunk. We're gonna have to get really into the idea of using the dodge. And you know, I can make a case actually. Combat challenge. Oh, yeah. What's I'm looking for? I saw it when we were first setting things up. Oh, right, the sprint toggle. I actually think holding that is a better experience now that I'm in the game.
Is that?
So if I want to stop sprinting, I just stop holding the button. Bar Neely's. Neely's bar. Can't flip it. So this is going to be kind of like the original one. If you're reading this, leave. This place is not what it seems. Sometimes you just have to look behind. Run away. Yeah, I guess you gotta like use, and this is from the original game, but like use his head to kind of indicate if there's an object of interest. But you do have to be kind of close. That's such a weird angle. But yeah, like if there's an item, you really just have to look at James's head and he'll kind of look in the direction of it as you run by. Okay, so he got his weapon out all on his own. In March of 1965, the town of Silent Hill was visited by the Psychical Research Association? That's a weird word. After thorough examination, a team of expert dowsers from the association had concluded the area surrounding the now historic Wiltsey Coal Company to be highly active. They also expressed their hope for further research and exploration of the gorge. These hopes, however, were never fulfilled due to the location being restricted as a historic nature preserve, as declared by the Silent Hill Historical Society. Additionally, the idea was met with resistance from the local community, which claimed that the nature of the association's research would hinder tourist activity in the area. Questioning the credibility of our research and hiding behind day trippers seems like an excuse to prevent us from seeing what's really out there, commented one of the researchers. Unfortunately, none of the local representatives were available to comment on the matter. Right. There's actually more. At the time of publishing, there exists no evidence supporting credibility of radiesthesia or proving effectiveness of any dowsing methods. Opinions expressed in the article do not reflect the author's views. Okay. So they're like, we'll publish it, but we think it's horseshit. So is that the only thing in here? Maybe this is just a way to, like, get away from monsters. Okay, so coming in here, while it does give you a bit of a barrier, it's not going to protect you. Bloody laundry. Okay. Deluxe automatic washers wash away the stains of yesterday. So we need to do laundry? I guess. Yeah, we have to wash that with something, somewhere, somehow. Oh, that one is still out here. Okay. I wonder if walking helps to hide. Because you can generally, if the original game knowledge is at play here and mechanics, you can minimize your confrontations if you move at a distance but also slowly. You know, it's pretty wild actually how dangerous the town feels. So they, like, you definitely need to see this. There was a hole here. It's gone now. Famous imagery from the original game. But there's more. This thing still has power. I don't know what got into him. He just started smashing the thing. Had to throw him out. He ran off, cried he'd fix everything. I gathered up what I could. Still haven't found one of the buttons. Half the record is still lodged inside, but the other part's missing. Figure he must have taken it. Come to think of it, he did run towards Groovy. Anyway, maybe go check up on him. See if he's alright. He lives over at Saul by the pharmacy, apartment 9. This is a totally new bit. Alright, can't get in there with the vinyl record. That makes sense. You know what, I should probably have a plan, actually. So we have a couple of different places we can go. We can go down to Saul Street and then up to Groovy Music. We're gonna need to go to both. I don't know if walking's having any real impact, but I remember, like, because it's not always going to be bright like this, like running around with your flashlight on typically puts you at risk, and running puts you at risk. So you can minimize your encounters by walking. The hell is that? Is that a cockroach? I have to kind of stand away from it. Apartment 5 left his key. Says there's a leak from upstairs. Gotta check it out. Well, alright. do wish he would. Well, do I actually have a? No, I don't have a copy of it. So 5 is gonna run under 9 and 10, and above 1 and 2. Okay. Well, can we go up? Or is it blocked? It's a crawl space. Leak from upstairs, he says. Yeah, this place is fucking trashed. This reminds me of how the trailer got left when I moved. Well, I'd been moved out for several months at that point, but when my sister moved out, like, it was a disaster in there. Again, I'm looking to take my time on this initial playthrough. And then she came and washed it away. It all started to make sense again. It's this place. I can't fight it. Gotta get my head straight. Quick stop at Texan, then we're going. I can't tell if there's something in here with me or not. Oh. Oh, they've relocated this scene. I'm gonna get punished for this. Ah. It's a button for the jukebox. The fact that there's a cutscene is that's terrifying. Oh, look at his left hand. Let me turn him around. It persists. That's fucking cool. Oh. They almost pulled a clock tower, a PS1 clock tower on me. When you're in the Barrows Castle, the end of the... I say the first one knowing it's not actually the first one, but it's called Clock Tower domestically. They didn't have any subtitles for it. There's a trap where you open a door, like, because you're running from something and you just, like, fall out to nothingness. And if you're not quick and you don't have enough health, you'll just straight up die. Okay, so they gave us a check now that we've completed what we needed to do there. So now we gotta head up to Groovy. Quick. Oh, we're nowhere near. All right. I was wondering if there is a visual element too. I know we need to head up this way. I'm just A, giving myself some distance, and B, doing a little exploring. Shit. There yet? Ah. Is he gonna come for me? No. But we gotta bust those windows. Fuck. They got a little dicey. Interesting. The long way home. Now, I didn't get to read that memo, but that kind of sucked. I was hoping that I could like hop through it really quick, but then like dip off to the side and they would lose me because like I don't think there's any visual element to it. I think it's purely movement based with those creatures, at least, which makes sense. They don't have eyes. The hills might have eyes, but they sure the fuck don't. The janitor came in the other day drunk and in tears, had half a record with him, kept yelling, "We gotta fix it somehow." I was willing to do it just to shut him up. So I got up to get the glue from the cabinet, but then he realized he only had the one half, so he ran out. Can't do much about the record. Maybe ask around Neely's next time you're there. Might be one of theirs. Okay, so all those notes are kind of like leading to each other, so you could do those really in any order. Like, you wouldn't have to go to Neely's first. We could have gone elsewhere. The door that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmares. Look at how the like it kind of like looks alive. It doesn't look like it's cloth. That's fantastic. Exploration does reward you. Normally I'm not a fan when there's not like a linear path, but so far I'm okay with this. I think this has been executed pretty well. Who's near me? Oh. I don't think he heard any of that. That man was here again. I told him he'd be warned not to come here. He acted like he didn't know what I was talking about. Anyway, he got up and left. He didn't make any sort of fuss, but there's something about him that gives me the creeps. When I look at his face, it's like I'm staring at a mask. There's something underneath, waiting to get out. I don't want to be there when that happens. We're big J's. Interesting. It knows something's up, but I haven't done enough to trigger it yet. See, this is the thing with me in games. I'm gonna want to like break it down mechanically. Yeah, he wasn't ever going to get out of the way. Hey, we had a pretty good dodge, though. You can get in like 3 or 4 hits, and then you need to back off. That's kind of creepy. Huh? Some of these places you walk in, and it's just notes. Well, there was an energy drink in here, so I won't write it off as a total loss. We can probably get enough distance, it doesn't really matter. Now that I'm thinking about it. Still good to know about the walking mechanic and being mindful of your presence and now we gotta replace the button, but we have that. Oh, but do we have any coins? No, we don't. Shit. Where the hell are we gonna get a coin from? Oh, maybe Texan Cafe? We'll probably have to cut up in that alley behind Gonzalez restaurant because I don't think we're gonna be able to take the street access. Like the bag. This is a random bag floating through the wind. It's fine. Alright, fellas. I feel like those are there more just to fuck with you. And like make your radio go off and think you're in a much more dangerous situation than you're actually in. Checked from 00 to 4013, took almost 2 hours, had to run. Oh, is this going to be for a code? Checked from 4014 to 4439, had to run again. I feel like I'm so close now, I just know it. So let me note these down. Oh, come here, keyboard. So we know the code doesn't exist between that range. Oh, well. That's still a lot of, you will see, sooner or later, you will see. So, as a really quick note, I'm not going to say anything else, but I want you to note the attire on this corpse, the clothes it's wearing, and just keep them in mind. Also, now that I know that when James feels in danger, he pulls his weapon out, I'm a lot more okay with how they've gone about it. Not that I was upset, really, in regards to keeping his weapon out all the time. It's like the world's shittiest game of Frogger. I feel like there's so much to explore, you know? We're in the Happy Burger. And I can look through this window. It feels weird. But, okay, there's a crawl space. I didn't kill that. Feel the craving? You just can't help it? Go for it. Happy Burger. What you need is what you get. On the run, grab something to go. Why they let me look at a Happy Burger? I knew that was gonna be a thing. I got super lucky on that. I wasn't expecting him on his feet. He's got... God, why do they always get me in doorways? It's the doorways that they get me with. It's like I can't do shit. Except get the hell out of Dodge, I guess. So we looked in this room and didn't see anything, but now we're here. Oh, syringe. Well, that already makes it pretty worth it. Is that literally all we were in here for? I mean, I guess it's pretty worth it. I'm not mad about a syringe. Oh no, there's a nutrition drink over here too. Hell yeah. This place is alright. Thanks, Happy Burger. Now to get back to the original problem. They have so much of this blocked off, I might have to hit up Neely and across Cats. So that's what we're gonna try next. So we're gonna head up Neely. And then when we get to Cats, we're gonna cut down that and see if maybe that's the way. I'm being chased. They gave up. So they will chase you and they can keep up for a ways, but they eventually give up. It's so interesting to learn, like, the AI. And, like, you're not Harry Mason, the world's fastest dad. Which, granted, that's Silent Hill 1, but, like, he runs so fucking fast. It's stupid. I didn't mean to bust that window. Alright, so for future reference, when you need to go to Cafe Texan, you have to head over from the end of Cat Street. Got it. Jonah! Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Get to see me play this game poorly. I'm having a great time though. Okay, yeah, a lot of stuff has caught our attention. We can hop the bar. As I was jumping over, I was like, oh no, am I gonna regret that? Just leave you in there. I'm doing alright. How you doing? I want to know how I'm supposed to do that laundry in the dry cleaners. We're just gonna hoof it. As long as we move with purpose, we should be fine. Well, I hope you have a good time. Hear me gab. We're gonna pop in here and see if they follow. They didn't last time. Okay. So what I'm thinking is there are certain areas maybe that are designated as safe zones where monsters can't follow you. So the one I want is C2. I'll answer that in a sec.
We spent the whole day there. Just the two of us staring at the water.
Oh no. But yeah, I've been streaming since that either 2016 or 2017. I've been on Twitch since about 2020 or 2021 maybe. I used to stream on YouTube. You're not familiar with Silent Hill 2, like the original one? Oh, did the... I think the bar just fell as soon as I moved it there. If they're giving me one for free like that, that's concerning. Oh, that was the door shutting. He came back after you left. It's fine, he didn't try anything. He just seemed sad. Mumbled something about getting out of town with someone. I wasn't gonna let him drive in his condition, so I locked him out. His car should be out back. Maybe check if it's still there by morning. It's the greenish blue one. Plate number ending in 06, I think. Okay, so we have a new location. It's just kind of like there in the middle. How the hell am I gonna get in there? Maybe that's where I'm like naturally going to go as I navigate through this. Just wanted to check. It pays to explore and be thorough. Like check in the windows of cars, check on the ground, check on tables. Is this... Okay, yeah, we're naturally in the alley. I said a greenish blue one that ends 06. Oh, it's the little critters. They're just there to fuck up your radio. Ends in 20. Which that's really green anyways. It's 08. Oh, I thought that was a limo. I was like, what the fuck's a limo doing here? No, it's not. It's a station wagon. $16. And it's not the right color anyways. 26. Got ad for Gozo's Sushi on the back. Okay. There's our boy right there. Let's check the other ones first, though. This feels like kind of boss fighty. Yeah, we're in a like super enclosed area. This feels kind of boss fighty. Again, note the clothes. Woodside apartment. Oh man, I don't even know where I'm going. Just gonna tuck in here for a bit. Alright, so we pop out of here, take a right, and we'll be there. Let's do it. I wasn't expecting like the wind and shit. That was a little dicey. All right. And yeah, this is going to lead out to Rosewater Park. That's going to be our ultimate objective getting through here. They have definitely changed the layout of Woodside. Yo, that was pretty scary. Okay, some handgun ammo. We don't have the handgun yet, but that's okay. Oh, they've moved this puzzle. Okay. Three bright coins in the 5 holes be. First sits the maiden underneath the tree. The wind from behind the maiden doth blow. A beautiful flower alone has to grow. And here comes the man so sleek and so fine. In the pale moonlight his eyes doth shine. Okay, that should be a pretty easy puzzle. We just need the coins to put in there. You know, it has been a hot minute since we saved. There's this weird, like, when you're looking at an item, you can't be too close to it to interact with it. That's one of the weirder things I've noticed with playing this. be too easy, but not. To hell. To shreds, you say? Dear Madam, in response to your complaint regarding the gunshots coming from apartment 217, we have paid a visit to the tenant and he assured us that he does not own any firearms. He was fully cooperative and granted us access to the apartment. True to his words, we did not find any weapons or traces of using one. Should the noises persist, please inform the janitor. Sincerely, the Woodside Apartments Administration. So 217 is where we're going to get our gun from. Yeah, marked it on the map. I do like the modernization of that. I feel like you get a little bit more direction, but they're still not saying like hey, go to 17. It's where the next story beat's gonna happen or whatever, because it's not even really the next story beat, is it? So yeah, 217's all the way there, but let's do some exploring. 203, nope. That's locked. I like that he takes his map out and you can see him mark it when he has something to update on it. They're just begging you to come in here because it's a light. The mannequin fucked with me a little bit though. Not gonna lie. Nice. Oh shit. I was expecting that. Damn.
These clothes.
They do a bit more of a direct point out to like, hey, that's Mary's outfit. It's a key to the chute. Damn, they did really good with subverting my expectations here. Fuck it, let's do one more drink. I don't like that I consumed 3 drinks from that encounter, but there's a tree coin on this one. He didn't bother to mark 203. Yeah, I guess he just doesn't try all the doors. So I'm gonna try the ones that are of any value. I don't mind that. It's decent quality of life. Someone just sat up here and smoked cigarettes. Oh, my stream dropped at some point. I just noticed. It must have like really tanked all of a sudden. I don't know what the fuck's going on with it. I was expecting to be able to explore a little more, but I guess they said no. Oh, they've made this like an inner part of it. Okay. I can see we can push that dumpster around. Yeah, I feel like the mannequins, maybe they're a dodge first and strike afterwards type enemy. Locane siblings murder. Perpetrator commits suicide in custody. Walter Sullivan, the culprit in a recent homicide case, was found dead, having taken his life on the morning of the 22nd in his jail cell. According to the police statement, Sullivan's death was caused by blood loss, resulting from severing his carotid artery with a soup spoon buried 2 inches in his neck. Sullivan was apprehended on the 18th of this month on account of brutally murdering Billy and Miriam Locane. Even though Walter Sullivan did not strike a former schoolmate from his hometown of Pleasant River as someone capable of murdering children, the schoolmate admits to having witnessed Sullivan in a state of severe paranoia shortly before his arrest. He was blurting out all sorts of strange stuff like, "He's trying to kill me. He's trying to punish me. The monster, the red devil, forgive me. I did it, but it wasn't me," he recounts. I guess now that I think of it, he was kind of crazy, the schoolmate concludes. We're close to something. Is it on the other side? Oh, it's the little fucker. Man. They get on my nerves. So that Walter Sullivan paper, if you've played Silent Hill 4, that's a very intriguing paper. And it was in the original Silent Hill too. That's probably all, like, certainly where they got that character from. Look at that. That's a fucking problem. I think you can just kind of stomp them indefinitely. At least it didn't catch me off guard because I'm taking my time and looking around. But like, it still beat our ass. We're not doing very good. It would probably help if we had the gun. Truthfully. Suppose there's not like another one in the closet or some shit. Where are we at? We're in 109. Okay. So we still got a bit to explore. Around the corner, for example. We have one. We don't have 110. This serves as a shortcut. Because we came in from over there to this part of the building. Aha.
Hey! Wait! Damn it. What's a kid doing here?
What is a kid doing here? That little shit. It's like I feel like I can't really trust a lot of my knowledge. Well, let's head back up to that courtyard, I think. There's no way we can hop in these other ones, huh? Can't take some of these Kirby's and use them as a little step stool. Warning, garbage shootout order. Please not use until the problem is resolved. .109's gotta have more going on with it. Like, it has to. There was no item in here. Just a fight. Oh, there was ammo. I lied. There was a little bit of ammo in here. You know, for the gun that I don't have yet. Alright, so we saw Laura kick the key. Okay, James's left hand does eventually clear up. It doesn't entirely persist the whole game, but it seems like it does have a decent amount of persistence. interesting. So I think that's a weird ass closet. It's a golden apple handle. Maybe that's for that weird tree door that we saw. Ah. Same Blumen, Opus 82.3, Robert Schumann. Unfortunately, Chris can't read. No, wait, it's Chris unfortunately can't read. If you know the meme from Resident Evil 1. Like, normally it says Chris unfortunately can't read sheet music, but someone got the screen cap, like, right as it was just saying Chris unfortunately can't read.
Huh. Quite the artist.
It's pretty funny. Oh man, my stream keeps restarting. This is bullshit. Thank you. I've been hurting. The mannequins are tougher than I remember. Like, you have to do a lot more dodging and a lot less swinging. Is there anything in the fridge? At this point. Okay. Oh wow, I can't see. I have to have the light on. That was a rookie mistake. I shouldn't have got so greedy with the hits. I wasn't really committed to the idea of using that, but it committed me anyways. And what was that key? The second floor hallway key. So we need to get up to the second floor. That's what I'm saying. Because they've kind of painted the gun as being one of our larger objectives. I saw that bullshit down that way. They really do make you turn on the light, though. It's dark as fuck. I like that you can see inside using your light. Like it doesn't block your view. It's such a good touch. Oh shit. Here we go. Not sure I was a fan of him sticking his head in like that. See, yeah, he's just standing there. He does that in the original one too. I may have jumped the gun coming here. Now that I'm thinking about it. Valentine's Day 4. Well, that wasn't where I wanted to go, strangely enough. Where is... There's one that's locked. Is it on this floor or is it up on the second floor? Maybe up on the second. Yeah, 201 is what I was thinking of. Okay, so I didn't completely jump the gun, but I did go to the new area instead of finish up with the old one. I'm sure there'll be something fun on the way there. Oh. Well, that's a problem. I don't know. Okay. That fucked with me. I forgot it was this room. Cool. I don't think there's anything in here. Oh, 203 is not gonna respond to anything, right? I wish they would mark it as just a like useless door. Oh wait, hold on. There was a really weird door up here that had no handle. Oh. Well, nuts. You also know what sucks? I'm getting sleepy. That really sucks. I've been waiting all day. Literally all day. The game came in this morning. I've been waiting all day to play it. Now I'm too tired to enjoy it for more than 2 hours. I'm having a great time with it though. Admittedly, I am struggling with it a little bit. Okay, those were his footsteps. Okay, yeah, we were in here. We got our health drink from here earlier. This was just a stock up room, which was needed. Oh, we can just hop in, hop out. I don't know if we really need that, but we got it. I want to go to bed. I don't like it. I want to go to bed. I can't even say I'm getting old. It's this shitty schedule I'm on. But let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save to a second slot because I have gotten my cheeks clapped in the last 30 minutes. And I think there is a possibility I might replay the last 30 minutes and see if I can do it a little better. Hold on to my stuff. Uh, between that and the fact that the stream is only just now starting to equalize, which is unfortunate. Yeah, Migs, I'm a sleepy lad. Unfortunately, my brain is mashed potatoes. So, the way I see these first few sessions going is they're probably only gonna be like 2 or 3 hours long because I just don't have time. I'm not gonna stream in the morning. I want to play this at night. Uh, but if you're wanting to get to the next session, literally like skip to the next session if it's uploaded. That's for the YouTube folks, because I'm just gonna be gabbing for a couple minutes before I go to bed. I'm not gonna play anything else. But uh, impressions so far. Wow. Like, and I mean that in a great way. Do I have little tiny things here and there? Of course. It's not gonna be perfect. And it's not me like even comparing it to the original. I'm just looking at it as a game. But really, like, there's nothing really major yet. The enemies feel harder. Fighting the mannequins is kind of sucks a little bit. Unless you can get some range. And I don't have the gun yet. So we gotta figure that out. That'll be a problem for tomorrow night, Dylan. But for tonight, I'm gonna go to bed. But overall, I have very good impressions of the game so far. It's been fantastic. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here, and we will pick this up probably tomorrow. But yeah, y'all be safe, be kind. I'll catch you later.